bucket in someone's property.
Yeah.
You tee off here, and there's rocks and crap everywhere, and and actual crap.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. You're supposed to just try and hit the bucket in 3 shots.
That's actually, that kind of golf I could enjoy.
Me too.
Yeah. Because I've actually, when I was younger, we used to play golf. It was just the thing to do because we were rich. I mean, like in the 80s, everyone was wealthy. Remember?
Yes. Actually,
yes.
yeah, we talk about this all the time. Like, no one seemed to be stressing about anything.
And people would just go, okay, let's go play golf then.
Yeah.
Got nothing better to do. Let's spend 6 hours at the golf course kind of thing, But, every time I went, people would say, Rika, it's not like 10-pin bowling where the highest score wins. It's actually the lowest score. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I'm trying.
It's a painful game.
But they actually said, you know what? If anything, we should give you a medal for being honest because I took that many,
16. How many was I like? Yeah, I was the least. Oh man, why my tongue so sore? The least consistent player. I'd do some crackers and then just shit shots, and then I'd get inside. I'd get a little bit annoyed.
Yeah,
golf and just slap it around.
I know. My brother was a pretty good golfer, though.
Oh, this is what I was getting at.
Yes.
So we find ourselves in. I lived in the Currumbin Valley now for 10 years.
Wow.
Can't believe it. Right? And, what do we eat in the Currumbin Valley if all the power shuts out? Well, I've kind of worked out a few things that you can eat because I've looked it up. Actual Aboriginal food.
Well, you took me to when we went paddleboarding.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's
I
one
remember
of them.
that.
Mat rush. You eat the bottom of the root of this tree everywhere. Yeah?
Yeah, so that's one place we could go.
Yeah? Good. And the other one, like if you look up any one of these things, they always say they ate this, and this. And you kind of go, I've never seen that and that and that. One is mussels. Like, not an oyster, a mussel.
Yes.
And that's a freshwater thing.
Yes.
What I found out. Anyway, never seen a mussel in my life, living right next to Currumbin Creek. But, Rika Waters, check this out. We're in someone's paddock down at Currumbin Valley, and there has just been a huge storm. It's completely cleared out all the weeds and stuff, and all the there's when it's really clean after a massive flood and a storm. All you're left with is like pristine river rocks. And there were mussel shells everywhere.
No way.
Empty ones. Right, so they were there somewhere, and I'm going to go back and find them.
I'll come with you.
Yes.
No, because...
Yes. Wear some, Aboriginal gear.
All right.
Let's get into it.
All righty.
I'm just thinking about let those boobs out.
Hello. We always have to go there, don't we?
Oh, sorry. I tried my best.
That's okay. No. But, I probably... Nah. So the stupid idea. No, because I thought, I might be able to help you because what happened was when I was in Magnetic Island, one of the locals took me to this place called Jeffrey Bay, and he said, you like oysters, Rick? I'm like, I love oysters. He goes, well, let me shout you to some oysters. So he takes me to this place called Jeffrey Bay, takes me out onto the, it was low tide, so he takes me out, onto the water, or where the water's supposed to be. And then he goes, have your pick, Rika. And I didn't know what he was talking about. And I looked down and there's all these rocks. Yeah. And they were like oysters. So now I know what, a natural, not a farmed oyster, but like one in the wild. Do you call them wild oysters?
Yeah, hell yeah. We do that all the time. I did it last Sunday.
I'm the master shucker of oysters now.
Yeah, good.
I know exactly where to...
Oh, that's good. And don't they taste good? Straight out with a salty water.
And they're so plump. Plump.
Yep.
And,
they look horrible, but just don't worry about that. Oh, just on the weekend. Currumbin Creek up near the alley.
Yeah.
We jumped over in the mangrove side where no one goes, and there's little pathways. And there's oysters everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Just a little rock, smash it. Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
It's great.
Oh, yeah.
I love that idea. I've been watching Survivor lately.
Oh, so I love Survivor.
Same.
Yes.
Someone said the funniest thing, though. That whole show is ridiculous. They're taking white people to a place to survive in a place where everyone already survives. That's how ridiculous we are. Oh, my God, what are we going to do? And then everyone 1 kilometre away in Samoa is going, these stupid people. Like,
well, because they did it. They filmed one in Australia, about 15 years ago now.
At Cairns, remember?
Was it Cairns?
I remember one in Cairns. I watched it.
It was
rained
the American
all the time.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because that was an awesome. So I liked it back then.
Same. Well, the Aussie Survivor is really good right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
Do you know?
I can't actually.
You mean the very latest one?
Yeah.
Actually, I approached.
My favourite is Jonathan LaPaglia.
Really? Where's he from? Is he an actor? I know his name.
He's Anthony LaPaglia's brother. He was in that Underbelly. You know the Underbelly?
Okay, I didn't see that. I only just got a TV reception last 5 years.
That's right.
Yeah, just got one. I'm catching up on the world. Okay, so he's Anthony LaPaglia's brother. Huh. Wow.
They actually look alike.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he's good host. I reckon.
Yeah, I think I like him. I
reckon he's great. Yeah. You don't actually notice what he doesn't do bad. You know what I mean? He's like, blah, blah, blah. He's like a good, strong leader. And you know what? The last episode, Christy won it, but there were 4. There was the fourth one that to be evicted. She had some name like Felicity, but it was short for something. She lives in Palm Beach. I contacted her to be on this podcast.
On the show,
and she exactly said, I can look it up right now. Sounds great. Just fobbed me off. It was a copied and paste response. Sounds great. Once I finish all my charity duties, I'll go back to you. Blah, blah, blah. And I went, yeah, cool. Hey, well, it's blah, 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 blah. No reply.
Oh.
Who needs her? See you down Iron and Resin. Not. When are you going to go to Iron?
Well, I've got 3 weeks off. So, in the next 3 weeks, for sure.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I was going to say, too, the podcast that I was listening today.
Yeah.
Who was I listening to again? Luke.
Luke McDonald.
You said...
Luke Mac.
He said that... He mentioned he was from Morningside.
Did he?
Yes, and then you started talking like he used to do the paper runs in Morningside.
Wow.
You don't remember?
No.
Well, it stuck in my mind because I grew up in Morningside too. Well, because I went to Cav Road. That was my high school. So when we were older, I lived in Mount Gravatt. But when we were younger, we lived in Morningside. And I went to Morningside State School, and I would have gone to Balmoral High School. Except we moved to Mount Gravatt. Moved to Mount Gravatt. Then I lived in Coorparoo.
Wow.
Then I went to Cav Road,
Yeah.
So that was a bit of really uninteresting bit of conversation.
Well, no, it isn't.
Oh, really?
It's interesting because I did a gig in Balmoral the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was Oxford 152, the bar.
Yeah?
And so...
How was that?
Well, the area is interesting. It's a string of sort of it's definitely a little upper class, the south side's upper class area that isn't Toowong,
Yeah.
Like lots of bars, restaurants.
I haven't been there for such a long time.
Oh, it's really nice.
I don't think it was that upper class when I was living there.
Yeah, me either. But yeah, Hamilton, that's all on the water.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sort of, and you know what's called Morningside, obviously. It's the first sunny side over that's what they said.
Oh, really?
It gets the morning sun over it's got a beautiful view.
Yeah.
And
I used to love it. It was so cool. Yeah, but life back then was so cool.
Listening to your Dead Kennedys and Cramps tapes and...
Oh, no, that came later. Yeah.
Lime Spiders.
When we were in Morningside, it was more Kiss.
Excellent.
And AC/DC and... Oh, Little River Band.
Yeah. John Farnham or Glenn Shorrock?
See, I don't remember John Farnham from back then. because I was more into Sean and David Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to marry Sean Cassidy. Yeah.
Well, who was Sean? I don't remember David.
Yeah, Sean's the younger brother, and he had.
Was he in the Partridge Family?
No, that was David.
David, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember Leif Garrett?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I was made for dancing.
Yeah. Wow.
Is that the one?
I just remember being really young and going, everyone, my sister's 5 years older. She, it was all about Leif Garrett for a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there was a single girl that didn't have... Like, all the boys had Farrah Fawcett posters and all the girls had Leif Garrett posters. Or Rick Springfield.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, classic times. Did you have the Ripper 66 album cover? No, remember that?
No.
I remember Ripper 66. The arse cheek, it was like a denim short. Back in the day when there were only kind of 7 records, on K-Tel. Remember K-Tel? Do you know records?
No.
When they'd advertise records, or compilation records, and it could be a romantic one.
Oh, God, I don't remember.
And like a compilation of songs out now on K-Tel.
Wow.
You've
got a good... No, I don't. Because I don't think we weren't allowed to watch that much television. It was back in the days when it was one TV set per household and Dad had control of what you watched. And I don't think we watched much at all.
And you felt... I remember feeling good when Dad would say to me, can you turn the sound up or sound down?
Yeah.
I had, oh my God, I can operate machinery.
No way,
turn
really?
it down and turn it down a little bit. Yep, that's good. And I'm like, wow, I knew how to do that.
Wow, really? Yeah, we had to get up and change the channel and everything. It was a dial too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So they used to have remote controls back in those days. They were called children.
Okay. Wow, it turns out if you look up Ripper 76 album, here we go. I'm just trying to see the album cover. Look who's on the cover here. All right, Ripper 76. Check out what they look like. That's a sexy song.
That is a sexy song.
Yeah. You know what? I saw Daryl Braithwaite about 5 years ago at a wine festival in Carrara.
Did you?
And it's not... that Daryl Braithwaite there, 20-something years old. In the late 80s, when I'm trying to learn guitar, AC/DC, Daryl Braithwaite was doing horses and stuff. And I'm like, get off my TV, Daryl Braithwaite.
Yeah.
I didn't want anything to do with him. But to hear him sing How's That and Horses, where he's a charger. He's like a real good bloke.
Is he?
He was awesome.
Well, I
couldn't believe it.
We used to all get into that, but I'm with you when Daryl Braithwaite was doing horses, because that's when we were listening to the Cramps and the Lime Spiders, and
he was clogging up the TV and the radio. Stupid. What's his name? Richard Wilkins loved him.
He still does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually really like Richard Wilkins now. I didn't like him when he was on MTV.
What's he on now? Some TV show?
Yeah, on the Today morning show. Mm. And I actually like him.
Okay.
I do like him, but when he was on MTV, I just thought he was a wanker.
Right.
He just seemed like, I'm so cool, I'm doing this MTV.
I always thought he was a douche. I remember the one time I worked for the Angels. I've told you this. It's a bit of a wanky... I don't want to drop names, but we did a gig at the Saloon Bar.
Yes.
And on the way there, I've got the Angels in my van. And as we pull in, Doc goes, oh, this is owned by Richard. Richard Wilkins.
Yeah.
It was a bar. And I went, oh, Richard Wilkins. He's a layered dude. He owns bars.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that blow you out?
No.
No?
Oh, should it?
Well, come on. He's just some dude on TV. He owned a really big bar in off Broadway near wherever it was. That means he's operating stuff and... I thought he'd just be, like, combing his hair.